Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody, Charles here, and welcome to the Charles Matthews Morning Show. We have another great show for you. Now, listen, I'm going to take a time. I'll give you a few minutes. Call a friend and let them know we are live. We are live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and I need you to call a friend right now. There is a special event coming up real soon, but before I tell you that, I have a co-host today that's going to get right into it. Let's have some fun. Vanessa, where are you at?
Hi, Charles. Thank you for having me today, co-hosting with you.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
We got a great event coming up, and I know you have a great panel. So let's talk about that a little bit before we bring everybody in. Tell everybody what's happening coming up.
Amazing. So this Friday, December the 8th, at the Metro Hall of Toronto, we will be hosting the launch of the 16 days of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. It's really the moment to take a stand and to support the cause. It's going to be hosted by the IWB, which is the Immigrant Women in Business Network, which is a fantastic network to be in to support.
So now, if you've never been to an event, I'm warning you now. It's all about love, hugs, networking. If you like to get hugs, you like to get... I went there, we've seen all the ladies. I've done this during COVID and everything, and I've never seen everybody. I went to one event, and I felt like it was home again. The amount of networking, the amount of love that you're going to get, it's a place you have to come to. So remember, December the 8th, put it in your calendar now and get there early. That's the point, though, because the thing is, you want to be in the front row. You want to get all the gifts and prizes, all the little information sessions. So make sure you get there on time. All right. Without further ado, we got some panels here that we're going to ask some questions, talk about more about this event and why you should come down. So I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm going to bring them on one at a time. So are you ready to go?
Perfect. Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, how you doing?
Excellent. How are you all?
I'm so glad that you can join us. So I'm going to leave you two, and I'll be right back.
Hello, Vanessa.
Hi, Michelle. How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for your time today. And really, it's an open conversation where you tell us why should people come and join us at the IWB 16 Days of Activism event. And tell me a little bit more about your story.
I am an investment manager, a professional. I have been doing this for many, many years, and I manage individuals' money. I do institutional money as well. But what I do in addition to that is I spent a lot of time at women's shelters and young women's places and teaching financial literacy and education to young people. In actual fact, Vanessa, financial literacy is important no matter what stage or phase you're in. But that's the volunteer work I do. I educate on financial literacy. And the reason is it's empowerment for women. It's really important. The financial aspect of your life and knowing what you have and what you can do is really, really important. But this cause is about violence, gender-based violence. And the reason I think personally people should attend is because it's not gone away. It's still prevalent in our society, and we need to have people focused on it. Things change when people focus on what they want to change. And so I think it's important to come together as a group collectively to make a statement. It's not okay. We want it to change, and we're going to do something about it.
Amazing. And tell me more. Why do you think it is important to network? The networking as essential for women empowerment. What is there?
Well, women often try to do things on their own or feel they should know a lot of everything. It's just not true. If you look at men in the business world, they decide to focus on a few things, and everyone says what a great success they are, and they don't pay attention to all the other things. Women, on the other hand, tend to focus on accomplishing all the tasks at hand and get themselves spread thin, and it's not a good way to be. what happens is if you meet other people, you network and you say, you know, that's really interesting. I'd really like to learn something about financial literacy, or I'd like to learn something about how I could actively demonstrate that gender violence is not acceptable. And you hear from other people and they support you and they give you ideas. People give you energy, other women give you energy. And that's one thing we're really good at as women is connecting with each other. We've always been good at that. We just need to channel it to make sure we get change from it. So the Immigrant Women for Business is just a great networking place. And I found I enjoy the evenings so much.
That's one thing. Amazing. Thank you for sharing. There's another thing also. We hear about mentorship, right? What do you think is the key element in mentorship, specifically in, violence against women?
Well, I think that it gives you a voice. So if you have people to mentor with, you can ask the question, how do I raise this issue? Or have the courage to address something that's bothering you. And a mentor helps to bring you along from their own experience or their own exposure. So gender-based violence happens in silence. It happens because people don't have it front and center, or people don't talk about it. And if you talk about it, you take away the stigma of it, of which there is no stigma, there is no shame. It's just a reality of what is. So mentoring, someone being a voice to help you get your own voice out there is really important. And it comes in different ways. Like my background is financial. I advocate for women in that way because I think it empowers them. And gender-based violence is often because the power is in the hands of the abuser.
Yeah.
And you need to get women to understand they have the power. If they have the knowledge, they have the power. That's what a mentor does.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you again, Michelle, for your time today. And the word is come, and support.
Absolutely.
And be empowered.
Right. Come and talk to me. I'll be there.
Amazing.
Thanks, Michelle. Don't go anywhere. We'll probably bring you back a little bit later. But let's move on to the next guest.
Thank you.
Yeah, something she said is key. It's, knowing where you are, knowing how to start, bringing everybody together. It's a valuable key thing to do.
Amazing. Yes, that's true. And the thing is understanding where you stand also.
Yes, definitely. All right, let's keep it going.
Good morning, Laura. How are you today?
Good. How's it going? Is everyone having an awesome day so far?
Amazing.
Listen, I don't know about anybody else, but I love when everybody comes on the show and we're talking about these great events and then trying to pull people in. We got a lot of viewers right now. So before I let you guys go, viewers, please type in where you're watching from. Is it, Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton, wherever you're watching from? Put it in the comments. We want to know where you guys are watching from.
Absolutely. And, don't miss out on this event on Friday. It doesn't happen often. Come and make the most of the day. Network with new people, learn new skills, connect with the people that you want to move forward with. And I think it's just going to be a great event, right, Vanessa?
Yes. Indeed. Tell me more about yourself. What bring you into participating with IWB?
It's interesting because I've just kind of been watching from the wings for the last couple of years. And lately, I've been a martial artist for 30 plus years. I've been teaching self-defense since I started. It was one of the most important things to me to be able to empower women and girls. And this is 30 plus years ago, before we were starting to empower men as well, and other genders. So I think it's really important to keep in mind that no matter what you do, you don't have to be a martial artist to do this. So I basically teach empowerment self-defense, and I belong to an organization called Empowerment Self-Defense Global, and I'm accredited by them as an instructor and a professional. So I teach literally from around the world, going to Africa and teaching, in different countries. But what we don't realize is it's right here at home where gender-based violence is happening. right? And so we need to outreach in our current cities, and we have instructors all over the world. So one of the most important things for me at this event is, first of all, it hit home with me absolutely directly that we need to make changes. What you notice with most women, and I've been a victim of sexual abuse, mental abuse, harassment, all of these things, right? So there comes a point in our life when these horrible things happen to us. We need the tools and the strategies and the tips so that we can change our mindset around that and empower ourselves to step into it. And that's what I help people do. So basically learning the skills, not just the physical skills, but it's all up here, right? Do you want to change your situation, right? 1 in 3 women has encountered some sort of, mental or physical trauma or abuse, right? That's a staggering number. That's a staggering number, and we need to change that. But what we do with our courses is basically we give people the opportunity to have more tools and strategies, like I said, but they have to implement them. And the more they take this course, the more they build their confidence, the more they know they can do it and not feel like they're going to revert to those old patterns. Because until they start to change into those new patterns, things will not change. And so they need to know that they're very brave, that they're stepping into their power, and we're there to support them in whatever way that we can, right? And give them the other support that they may need that we don't offer. So it's not just you come to my self-defense class and that's it. It's so much more than that.
Wow, that's amazing, the support that you're able to, to share with others. But tell me more. Can you share with me what are the women that have inspired you the most and help you along your way?
Yeah, so a lot of my martial arts teachers, when you teach martial arts as a woman, and I'm not a man basher, it's not my thing. I believe in equality, but there's a lot of jealousy and there's a lot of entitlement on the male side of that because most martial arts are male based. It's just facts. And so I come in contact with a lot of negativity, threats, etc., over my 30 years. And you really have to set your boundaries and believe in what you're doing. And it's just like self-defense. It's just like empowerment. And it doesn't matter what gender you are, you still have the ability to do this, right? So for me, I admire my female martial arts teachers because they were the trailblazers who set the standard and said, yeah, you can go do this. And we all went through, this is in the old days, like all of this crap that, no one's dealing with now because we've dealt with it. It still shows up, but not in the same way. Okay. So they would be the number one. A lot goes to my mother, who always said to me, she never limited me. You go out and do what you want to change the world. She never said you can't do this or that. There was never that in our family. And I attribute my mindset to being, a kick-ass trailblazer, like, let's go out and change the world. And I'm willing to take the flack that goes with that because I can turn it into something positive.
Yes, amazing. Owning our way, our path is one thing. The last question I have for you, what would be an advice that you would give somebody watching right now to entice them to come to that event on Friday?
So first of all, you are enough, no matter what anybody says, okay? And if you want to be a part of a community that knows that you are enough, you should come to this event. You get a chance to network, you get a chance to grow, you get a chance to be a part of a great community and something that most women are desiring and looking for, and it's right at your doorstep. So I suggest you don't miss out on this. I'll be there and all these other wonderful women on the podcast to chat with you, talk to you about how we can help you, and just know that you're not alone. Because it's important, I believe that Michelle talked about that as well. It's important to know you're not alone, you're not on this on your own. And it's all of us who have done that right from the beginning, who have been alone, and we know that's not the way to go, right? So make sure you don't miss this Friday. Come out, be a part of something incredible and ongoing. It's just not a one-time thing. So it's December 8th at Metro Hall. Make sure you get your tickets. And I know, Michelle, Vanessa, that you're going to post the link for that.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Laura. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I'm just typing in everything and I'm getting comments that are coming in. I'm trying to respond to the comments. So we're going to throw a couple of them up there. So, our viewers are excited to be coming in. So we got Brampton that's on here. Thank you. We got Brampton. I'm going to keep putting up Brampton. Bramptonians in the building. And then people are excited to come out right there. And that's what we want. It's all about networking and coming out and feeling good and just like knowing your power. That's one thing that I kept saying, knowing your own power. A lot of people don't understand what their power is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's the, go ahead.
No, it's knowing your power, but also setting the boundaries.
Yes.
People tend to understand like boundaries as a wall, but it's not. It's understanding your power
Yes.
and acting upon it. That's the real key.
All right. So people are wanting to know, do they get tickets ahead of time? Do they get tickets online? Where they can get tickets?
So we're gonna share on the comments the link to the events. It's all doing online and it's free.
All right. So I just put the Eventbrite comment in the chat. So it's going to blast out to all the socials. So you can go get it from there. It's gone to all the socials right now. All right. Let's go to our next guest.
Hi, Mira. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us in this amazing conversation. So we start with the other panelists. Tell me more about you and how you have been connecting with IWB.
So I have been with IWB for a year now. I'm one of the founding members representing Palestine, and it's one of the most incredible organizations that I have joined. We offer a lot of support for women on every kind of level and every aspect of life. Keeping in mind that this is really a community-based organization, and this is what we really need, because community is all about people coming together. We hold hands, we walk life together. No one can live alone. We need support, we need help, we need laughter, we need friends. And this is exactly what we offer at IWB, every kind of solidarity for women. Keeping in mind that this is an organization that has also men on the board. So we believe in equality. One doesn't come ahead of the other. We work together. Unfortunately, we live in a world where still there is gender inequality, and this is what we're fighting really to get back balance.
And tell me more, why should people attend the event on December 8th?
People should attend the event on December 8th because this is where people come together for help and for support. There's going to be a lot of mentorship over there. There's going to be a lot of support from every different aspect. All of our founding members come from a different background and different industries. So we've got people who deal with psychology. We've got people who deal with financial services, martial arts, etc. So every woman that is struggling with something and needs support in a certain aspect, she will find it over there. We've got a person for everyone.
Yeah, that's true. Tell me, what does women empowerment means to you? And in a practical way, how do you think in a day where we're addressing gender equality and all the efforts year over year against violence against women, how do you think this year, coming together will shift that needle over to the right side?
We have come a long, long way. There has been a lot of work that has been done for women empowerment over the years, decades, centuries, really. And every time we attend, we push the needle further. Every time we come together, we push the needle further. Every year, we go further. Not just every year, every day, every minute, every second. Just us coming together now on this podcast, talking about gender-based violence, talking about women empowerment, coming together to promote an event is pushing the needle. Work is being done, we're coming together, and we're going to keep pushing until eventually we reach that balance, which we will reach it. So the key is really to come together, and there's no such thing as no, don't show up. Sure, I mean, you go where you need to go. You find your place, you find where your voice, where you want to put your voice and be heard. But we have to show up.
That's true. That's true. We have to show up. And I think that's the key. Can you tell me, like, one thing that you've seen over the years that is working, maybe big or small, that helps reduce that gap between gender equality?
It's always okay. It's always working. Like there was a time where women couldn't vote, and now women are voting. Consistency is key. We keep pushing. Consistency is key. If we lose consistency, we lose momentum, things will stop moving. No one's doing the work for us. We have to do it for ourselves. We can't rely on, it's like when you're sitting at home and you're alone at home and you want to eat and you're expecting the food to cook itself. It's not going to cook. You need to do the work. So consistency is key. We keep pushing, we keep showing up, we keep supporting each other. There's a lot of solidarity that has come from all of the movements that we've seen regarding women empowerment. And when I say movements, I'm not only referring to the big movements, I'm also referring to the small ones, like even girlfriends coming together and supporting each other over a bad relationship or anything really. That's us coming together. And everything counts. And consistency is key. Again, like I keep saying it, because we lose momentum and it stops.
Correct. Consistency is key. Thank you very much, Amira. Thank you for your time.
All right. So I've been putting some different notes in the chat. So people have been asking for the exact address. So I'm going to put it right there on the screen. There you are, right there.
It's a 525 John St. Tombs, 308 309 Toronto.
All right. And I know we've been joking around about this. It says here, make sure you get there at 5:30 to 9:30. But I'm telling everybody, get there at 4. Get there early. Get there on time. Get your ticket ready. Get your parking. I don't want you walking in going, oh, it's so late. No, get there early. Networking is going to be key. Everybody's going to be outside the door. Make sure you get your seat and get there early. All right. So let's bring them all back. And one more shot. Here we go.
Amazing.
All right. So first of all, ladies, thank you so much for taking the time just to promote this event. It's going to be a fantastic event. So, but before we let you go, real quick, we're going to do rapid fire. I know we've been asking you 100 times, why should people come? Why should people come? But I want you to stick it in their heads because we got comments coming in. People are excited to come on now. They've been talking about it while we're on there. See, excited to support empowerment, gender equality, social impact. It's a big key thing. So here it is real quick. Hold on. We all have a voice. We all have social media. What should we be putting out there? What should we be saying to everybody? Real quick, we're going to wrap it around before we let you guys go. What's a couple of things we could just tell everybody to make people feel easy to come and let them know about what's happening?
Michelle?
Oh, sorry. I think it's a welcoming environment. This is really important. Lots of times you can go as a woman into places that you have a sense that you're not really welcome. First of all, it's super welcoming. And everyone, look at the people on the panel. All of us there will be willing to talk with you and help you. And one of the things I think I mentioned, if I didn't, education is super important, but you never know where to go to get the education. And sometimes you can just stop and speak to a person and think, oh, I could do that. So come on Friday because it's welcoming and you're going to learn and it's fun. It's really fun.
Hold on. Before you move on, you said something that is so key right there. People don't know what you have until you show up. Because people might think,
Right.
oh, I always wanted to join a self-defense class. I don't know where to go. Well,
Right.
You don't know who's going to be there. Okay. You're like, well, I need my financial stuff ready and I'm learning. Well, you never know who's going to be there. Calm down. Even if it's your first time, sit at the back, just listen and learn. So that is key. You never know who's going to be there. All right, Laura, it's up to you. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure. You guys don't want to miss this. It's going to be fun, exciting. There's going to be new people. I'm an introvert, so I end up sitting in the corner of the room till I know people. But this is a welcoming environment, so you won't feel weird coming if you're introverted. it'll just be really natural. So come and communicate and hang out with more women. You're going to learn a lot of things. You're going to be able to get the details of the different things that people offer. But most importantly, you're going to be able to create community, because for women, creating community is probably the biggest thing that they do, because they are so nurturing. So don't miss out, and I will see you there.
Perfect.
All right, Mayor, we're going to wrap it up with you. Let's go.
So you should come, because if you're coming, then most likelihood you've either been a victim of gender inequality or gender abuse, and this is where you come for love. You're not going to be alone. You're going to be supported. You're going to be. There's so much warmth. There's so much heart. And this is what we're here for. We're here to be there for everyone and support them.
All right. So just let you know, I'm stealing that line. We're come for love. I'm putting it out there right now. I'm stealing that line. I like that one. Come for love. And that is it. 100%, all in a nutshell. Thank you, ladies, for joining us on the panel. That's been fantastic.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
I like that one. I'm telling you right now, I'm stealing it. Come for love. I like that one. Because when you really think about it, people in your industry, people you want to learn from, other stuff's going on. You want to feel comfortable. That's what it is right there.
That's true. 100%.
All right. So let's tell you, come for love on December the 8th, 5:30 to 9:30. Remember, get there at 4. Get there early. All right. 55 John Street in Toronto. All right. I put the link, how to get tickets on Eventbrite. It's all there. You have no excuse. Why? Because it's going to be about networking. It's all about networking is key to find out where you want to go. And hey, bring a friend with you. Bring a friend and learn from the best, because they're all going to be there to help you. So that's it. So are you excited to go? I'm excited. I'm just going to sneak in, and now I'll be the fly in the wall, just trying to come in, bring people in. I'll be the one in the parking lot outside with the flags, wheeling people in at 4:00. Tell them to come on in. So thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you, Charles. See you there.
I will be there. Make sure everybody check it out. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Immigrant Women in Business, IWB, is a non-profit organization bringing together women from over 50 different countries around the globe. These women have now made Canada